Here's a cast iron pan I have on this custom burner I made outside, and you'll see why I'm doing this outside in a second. I'm going to make blackened Cajun chicken. Most people in the north just grill it and put a little bit of spice. That's a rub. That's what it's supposed to look like, covered in it both sides. I'm going to pour some butter on this chicken here, and then I'm going to transfer it over to this pan that's getting pretty hot. You want your cast iron pan to turn basically white, about 500 degrees. So I'm gonna, you can just dip your chicken in the butter and then put the spices on. I put olive oil on first and let it marinate for a while, and then I'll just pour some butter on this thing. As you can see, it's hard to do it with the cell phone. It's just for a blog, so I'm not gonna do too much. Move that around with my fingers. Lick that off. That's good. So I'll start with this side on the thing first. And here we go. We're going to put this first piece of chicken on. That's why you don't do it inside. It smokes and will make your fire alarm go off. There's your second piece. I'll cut back here. That's why I can't do it. It doesn't cook long. You flatten out the chicken and made it so it's pretty thin, so it should cook pretty fast on each side. Okay, I'm back. Normally when you do this, I'd pour the butter. I'd take this, flip it over. Before I flip it, I pour the butter underneath. But since I'm holding this telephone in my hand, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to flip it, and then I'm going to pour the butter on top of it again. So you can see that's getting a nice char to it. Exactly what you want. Full flavor. So here we go. I'm just going to pour the rest of this butter over. That's going to make it smoke like the devil. And so this chicken I'm making, sorry, it's full on my face a little bit, making me choke. It's for something I decided to try and make. It's called Redneck Sushi. And basically it's sushi, but I'm going to make it with cooked meats and fresh vegetables and different sauces than Asian meat. Only because I can't stand fish. Alright, so there is the chicken. We're going to let that rest for a while. Pan's still smoking hot, so we're just going to take this zucchini, quickly sear it, just to cook it a little bit of char on that pan. So we're going to sear that on both sides, probably about 30 seconds in each side. Alright, so here is my rice. This is sushi rice, and I mixed a little fresh corn in it. I didn't actually cook the corn with the rice. After it was done, I just put it in. It will steam it a little bit. Alright, got the sushi mat. Decided not to use onions because there's probably too much stuff. There's the zucchini cut and some red pepper. I'm going to cut the Cajun chicken and we'll be back. Alright, we got this stuff piled up here. Chicken's kind of thick. Not even sure if I'm rolling sushi the right direction. Alright, turned out pretty good for not knowing what I'm doing. So I'm going to finish these off with a little balsamic glaze. See if my wife likes it. Just going to see if I can scribble a little bit of that on. It's pretty strong stuff. So just to go with the redneck theme here, I added some hot and spicy barbecue sauce. Really hot actually. And it's really good.